a lot of people consider people with material things as worthy, and if you don't got a whole lot of material things in this world, you're not considered worthy at all, like rich and all of that, because that's what attracts the human eye, you see. Which is why we see a whole lot of women would be interested in guys would be driving cars, nice cars and all that, dressed nice and well, presentable to their eye, right? So, like, yeah, mainly it's like that. Like, even guys are interested in women who, yeah, they are taking care of themselves, and yeah, they just want guys with cars and all of that and whatnot, right? But I thought it was not supposed to be like material things. People don't value other people unless you have a whole lot of material things, like mountains and mountains of things. You are considered to be, yeah, an average human being. Because otherwise, if you don't have money, if you don't have material things, if, yeah, you are in what the eyes they say you are lacking, yeah, you don't qualify to be around that circle of people, guys. So yeah, even with family members, like, if you have not really acquired a whole lot of things in your life, they won't side with you, they will count you out, you see. And it's just so sad, because I thought life was all about human beings, and us working together, and yeah, we be acquiring these things for us to use them as tools, guys. Money is a tool, right? And yeah, the more we save up our money, yeah, the more it can work for us, guys, right? Yeah, I don't think money, we should use it as a tool to attract other people to be into us, guys. And but nowadays that's what's happening. Like, some people go out of the way to acquire money in a way that is wrong. They wouldn't mind putting other people on their funeral policies or life covers to gain that money, guys. And that's what's really happening nowadays, guys. People have a funny way of acquiring money, and yeah, some steal this money, and yeah, according to me, like, that's not the right way of getting money, and those kind of people are the ones who are put in a pedestal, guys. Where somebody's got money, material things, mountains and mountains of things, and it's all out of thievery. It's all out of malice and being mischievous to other people. The good people that they see as not having money, they are seen as poor. Where it's the other way around, really. How you acquire money, like, according to me, that will be the judge of things. I know that, like, getting money is the goal for everybody. I know we don't want to get poor and all of that. We don't want to be in lack, and people don't want to work for their riches. So it's easier for them if they go out there and steal from other people. Some people steal from work and with money, like we see in government institutions. A whole lot of people, like, are really, really dependent on getting bribes. And a whole lot of time you go to a police station, and yeah, you wanna claim, or like, yeah, open up a case against somebody who is really not treating you good and all that, and yeah, probably almost unalive you. And if you're not gonna present some bribery behind that, your case will never be considered at all. We see this in court institutions, guys, where, like, yeah, people are ruled with money. We see this in our families, we see this in our in-laws, and yeah, that's what drives them in this life. So let's say you are, I don't know, butting heads with your partner about a child and all of that. And it happens that, like, yeah, you go to court because you feel like nobody is really hearing you out. Your partner, like, yeah, he is just taking you for granted and all of that. Then you decide to go to court and like lay a charge or like report a problem. And when we get there, you expect to be helped by these officials, right? But what they do is, yeah, the case will be dragging and all of that. One is gonna pop out the bribery, right? Because they always wanna be right and all of that. They want to win, guys. Most of the times, yeah, bribery rules the world, guys. Money rules the world in a way that we see people as not people anymore. Well, having to be in a relationship where money conquers more than having to have a serious loving partnership with your partner, it's doomed, because where there is no love, where there is no like communication and being harmonious with your partner and all that, money will always rule, and one would feel like they are superior than the other, and yeah, that's why they would go out and be cheating and be doing all these wrong things, disrespecting their wife and all that and whatnot. You see, in these cases, like we see this in relationship, in familyships, in friendships, if you do not have enough money, you're not considered to be a real person, guys. They consider you to be poor. You see, so according to me, like, this is where we get to see who is who in this world. I mean, like, we can't just get raised and like, yeah, start with having a whole lot of money without having to work or anything like that, right? We have got to start somewhere. Some people want to start their relationships with their partners when they meet. Yeah, they don't work, and like, yeah, they work their way up the ladder, and yeah, they acquire all these riches together, and yeah, they get there together, right? Yeah, but some people don't do that. Some people, like, yeah, they will enter in these kind of relationships where like, oh, let's start afresh, this is our life, this is how we're gonna do things and all that. But the names will be on the guys, the money will be on the guy's name. And when that money grows and keeps on growing and growing and growing, the relationship starts to turn sour. And when it turns sour, let's say you got married to this punk here, and now they change. Now they want to go out there running after other women because they got money. Now they see you as, oh, this person is going to delay me. I know her, but I want to chase the new out there. You see, and they go out there and they chase the new, and the money finishes, guys. And when the money finishes, the relationships out there in the streets also end. Which is why we see a whole lot of guys, when they have left their family behind with all that money and all of that, now they want to come back to their families. Now they want to be sorry and all of that. Now they want to humble themselves back to their partners, but only this time the money is finished, they go back to their partner who is still struggling and all that, and now what's the future between the two? You see, a whole lot of people lead out of ego, and they just want easy stuff. Easy comes, easy goes. That's how it is. We have to work for ourselves. We have to work for our money, how to acquire our money, guys. Doesn't matter if you have a friend who is rich and you are not rich. Money shouldn't be a factor in a human's life. Whether your siblings don't like you when you don't have money, and when you have that money, they start coming to you and seeing you as a person and all that. That just exposes the people we have around us. a whole lot of people who only love you because of what you have. And yeah, that's what attracts them to you. You see. So if we are the kind of people who always wanting and looking to have more friends in our lives, and always like have people around us and all that, like well, that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea at all, because once all the money goes away, then follows the friends, they go away, and then you get left behind alone. Like, it's so obvious that when you are alone and starting your life and doing all of that and whatnot, you are alone. But it's immediately when you start reaching that milestone, when you climb that milestone, now you are attracting people. Because yes, people, if we work in the right way, if we're gonna be focused on our tunnel vision and keep on going, at the end of the day, we reach a different tax bracket, right? And people wanna know, hey, how do you do it? How, and what not, and whatever. People are attracted to success. Whether somebody has stole the money, whether somebody is working hard for their money, that will attract a lot of people in your life. They will now want to be your friend. Now they want to come and visit you. Now they want to come over to your house and have breakfast with you and be buddy and friends with you, because they are expecting something from you. They're expecting you to borrow them couple of dollars, borrow them couple of thousands and all of that, and ew, it seems like money brings more problems. But the problem is with the people with the money they got. If they gonna show themselves, it's like, yo, I got money, so come over here, let's have a party, let's have this and let's have that. I mean, like, it's just up to you how you behave when you have the frequency of money. According to me, money is just numbers, and we are using it as a tool. Money is a tool, guys. And if we're not going to respect the frequency of money, however you get it, like, we have to work for our money. That's the first, the most important rule of money. We have got to work for our money. No money is easy. That's going to come to you and you're going to enjoy it. And I'll be free and saying it's really nice to really enjoy the money that you worked hard for, than to have some stolen money or borrowed money and all that. And we know that a lot of people want to borrow a lot of money from other people, but it's hard for them to pay that money. You see, we have seen a lot of people goes to loan sharks and be borrowing a whole lot of money, 100 G's and all that, and still, when they can't pay this money, the loan shark will be mishandling them, right? And some, they get to a point where they get unalive, guys. So, don't you think we should really fix our how we view things, our observation about money and people? I believe that people are worth more than money, and how we use money shouldn't be in a way that we use people. Some people use money as everything and everything. When they say, they know they're gonna get a flu pack somewhere, they don't go to the doctor. When they are not feeling good and they be emotional and all that, they go retail therapy instead of going to a psychiatrist or psychologist to go talk about their feelings. They rather go out there and buy a whole lot of pairs of shoes, even though they are ugly. They would rather go out there and spend on them shoes and all that, hoping that the shopping is gonna make them feel better. You see, a whole lot of people are attracted to people with money, but they don't know how this money is acquired. How a lot of businesses are built on people's blood. People are sacrificed and for the business to run, and it's been going on for ages. Which is why, like nowadays, we'll be seeing people, they open up a business today, sooner or later it's blooming. Because every year they'll be storing a cow, and sooner or later, 2 people, 3 people, they get unalived through accident, through however it happens, guys. People they would invest more on paying for spell work to have money than having to work hard to get their own money, which is crazy for me, guys. Because people love the easy stuff. It's easy for them to go to a voodooist and tell them, like, yo, make me the spell that is so powerful that it can bring every kind of scent that I want in my life my way. And they go out there and they offer whatever they offer to whatever demons they want, and sooner or later a family member dies. You see, a lot of family members, they will put you in a contract where you have nothing to do with, guys. Like having to put somebody on a funeral policy, it just simply means that you got a target on your back, right? Yeah, why would somebody be putting you on a life insurance or a funeral policy without having to tell you that, yo, I put you in this funeral policy and all of that? You have your own, right? You have your own. Like some will tell you, like, yo, after you get unalived, can I have all of your things and all that? Where people are really after material things, guys. You see this after you get married, and or maybe when you're dating someone, like a whole lot of guys are going through like this thing of like when they are dating a woman, the woman's family feels entitled to their relationship, guys, and the poor guy, let's say the poor guy works by their mind, and they date some girl who is really not working, and their family gets entitled to this guy's money. So every time when it's end of the month, the uncles or the brothers or the little brothers from the woman's family, they'll be visiting them even when they have gone out there and rented on their own. You see, they'll be going out there and be like, I'm visiting my sister and all that and whatnot. You see, I'm visiting my brother-in-law and all that and whatnot. Where like, if that guy was not working, he wouldn't have been welcome to this family, right? And he is expected to take care of the families of the girlfriend's family. Where for me it's just really crazy because this is one way of ruining somebody else's relationship. I believe that when 2 people are in love and they're getting along nicely, nobody has to be involved. Whether somebody is working by the mind or anything like that, nobody is subjected to somebody else's money without having to like render a service by like, oh, let me wash your car or let me wash your sneakers or something like that. Problem is, people are codependent, and even when your sister is dating someone, the uncles and the brothers are entitled to that somebody's money, where that is really wrong. And in some cases, when you are married to somebody, the mother-in-law is entitled to the daughter-in-law's money and all of that, which is why in some cases, like, your husband won't help you out at all. Well, especially while they're still staying by their mommy's house. Like, that's a mama's boy, right? Sassy ass motherfucker who stays with this family knowing that they are married, guys, and they have kids, and the wife gets disrespected, and according to them it's fine because it's their family who's disrespecting their wife, guys, right? And money is a frequency that's supposed to be respected, and if you don't respect money, like everything falls apart, guys. Everything falls apart because with marriages like this, the mother-in-laws will like focused on somebody else's husband, meaning their son. Their son is married and they're staying with their mama by their child at home, right? They bring their wife, they bring their child there, and they stay with their family. I mean, like, obviously, the mother-in-law is going to be the one in charge of the whole family, guys, right? Including their son's family, meaning their son's wife and kid, right? Which is why in some cases when you want to move away because you're seeing that, oh, well, this is just a waste of time and I don't want to be part of this family and all that, and you move away, you go to the court and you want to have a custody of your child, it's a no. From the jump, it's a no. Because they are the ones who will be bribing officials out there and making it difficult for you to move away from the family, you see. Because they are scared that, oh, if this woman takes the child, yeah, they're going to have to maintain the child and all of that and whatnot. And women, guys, women. I want to think that where there are women, there's chaos, you know. And because some women are good, some women are good people, and some women are just not so good people, guys. Which is why these kind of women, I would think they are the kind of women who would take somebody else's husband and settle down with them because they are hater of love and they want to see other people squirm and sad and wallowing and all that, because they don't know how to acquire things on their own. So what they gotta do is take from others, always be taking and snatching and causing chaos and conflicts in other people's lives because of the money. You see, money shouldn't have to be a problem, but if people put it first before a human life, that's where it becomes a huge problem. We see this in friendships where, like, yeah, everybody should have their own pocket money everywhere they go, right? Yeah, I mean, like, you can't go to the movies with a friend who doesn't got money because, yeah, you always be having to pay for this friend's whatever they want. It's not nice to always be with people who don't acquire money for themselves. It's like playing with the frequency of money. The more we spend money on people who don't deserve it, I mean, the frequency, like, it goes away. It goes away because, like, we really don't respect that energy of money. And disrespecting money is just simply saying that you are not grown up yet. And what you want to do is, like, take and take and take from other people. You see. People are people, like, people who would be slowly acquiring their own things. I respect them a lot. I do, because that's where their brains at. That's where genius is at. And a whole lot of people see these kind of people as like, no, they are slow, they don't got money, they are poor and all that. But that's where you get the best advices from. You see, that's where you get the best advices from. So, yeah, they get overlooked. And yeah, even when you have kids, they really won't look at you as in like you are their parents, guys, right? No, they won't, because you embarrass them and all of that. See, the whole point of life is to grow. Having to steal money, having to take money from other people, having to rob money, or like do shady stuff at work, steal from companies and all that, it's not the right way to acquire money. Because at the end of the day, all that is stolen, it quickly disappears, guys. It never lasts, which is why it's easy come, easy go. See, so it's better to always acquire things on our own and not to chill with people who don't have it for themselves, so they can learn how to make it for themselves without having to steal, without having to, like, yeah, go lie, steal, or, like, I don't know, unalive somebody for their money. People are on about money these days, guys. if they put you in a contract, yeah, sooner or later, the contract's gotta be met, right? Yeah, these are the kind of people where, like, if they put you on that contract, the funeral or the policy, life cover or whatever, yeah, these are the kind of people who do spell work on you, send some sicknesses to you, have some aches and pains in your body, and sooner or later you are unalived and they get to collect. That's why they be calling it jackpot. You see. So it's always wise not to have people in some contracts they don't even know about. It's always wise to tell somebody or ask them permission, like, yo, can I put you in this contract? And I wonder who would say yes, you know? Because, like, yeah, we've seen this with family members. Family members don't mind having to take our IDs. Siblings, guys, sisters. They don't mind having to take our IDs and, yeah, opening up some, yeah, contract with our names. You know, and sooner or later, this argument leads to, like, someone getting institutionalized, briberies and all of that and whatnot, without having to consider other people's emotions, guys, whether they are hurting them, causing trauma to them, or anything like that. Same as these people in government institutions. Sooner or later, it's gonna have to be discovered that, oh, like, this kind of prosecutor is taking bribes. This kind of judge is taking bribes, you see. And when it comes to that, yeah, when it's up, then it's stuck. And there's nothing no one can do about that. Because when they be taking these bribes, like, yeah, they be in their ego and walking up straight. They be feeling like they own an office in the court of law or something like that, knowing that these kind of people are the kind of people who take bribes from people. I didn't do my introductions. Oh, thank you for visiting me here on my channel. I truly appreciate all of you guys, and peace out. Put God first in your life and all around you and everywhere around you, and we'll see you guys later.